Hello viewers, hello listeners, hello everyone. Thank you once again for joining me on DMAPS TV. Please don't forget to subscribe if you're coming here for the first time. If you're regular, just do the usual. Please like and comment and also share our video so that others may also see what we do here. Because what we do is we give you current affairs. And so in news coming across the Limpopo, we learned that the Zimbabweans living and working on the north coast on the Zimbabwean exemption permit ZEP fear possible xenophobic attacks or hate crimes against them come the end of June, following the announcement that their permits will not be renewed. This publication spoke to more than 20 Zimbabweans who expressed concern over the lack of awareness and explanation about the non-renewal of ZEP, making them feel very unsafe. One Zimbabwean woman who works as a cleaner in Humhlari said, "It is easy for people who just don't like foreigners to attack us, and they are always looking for reasons to do so. So it's not only ZEP holders who are anxious, but all of us." The 40-year-old woman lives with her two children in a rented house in Tembeni. She has been living in South Africa since 2011 and said both her children were born in South Africa. They know no other life but here, she said. The exemption permit system was first introduced in 2009 as part of the Dispensation of Zimbabweans project, which allowed about 250,000 Zimbabweans unlawfully residing in the country to formalize their status. The permits allow them to live, work, and study in South Africa. The system was subsequently extended and renamed as the Zimbabwe Special Permit in 2014 and the Zimbabwe Exemption Permit in 2017. Hundreds of thousands of Zimbabweans are estimated to be in South Africa without permits, and with ZEP not renewed, more are expected to stay illegally. Another ZEP holder, a 56-year-old woman who supports her family through street vending in the Pazubuka, the central business district, has been living in Swatini Township for the past 13 years and said she was anxious about her future. She and her family are now left with no option but to prepare to return to Zimbabwe. She said, "We will have to save whatever little we have and accept that we will have to go back home. Only God knows how my family and I will survive, because I came here searching for better opportunities to support my family. I am extremely stressed." Another Zimbabwean who has lived in Lindeland Township since the age of 20 said he knew little about this birth country. "Being forced to return would mean starting a completely new life against my will." A 41-year-old Zimbabwean construction worker from Grootville, who has been living here for 12 years, said rumors were rife that locals would chase them from their homes once the permit was no longer valid. "It is a shame that most people do not understand that we cannot simply go back to Zimbabwe because economically and politically nothing is right there. So to hear people becoming excited about chasing us away is very concerning. I am prepared to go home, but will try again to come to South Africa legally." Despite the fears, they said they had not experienced xenophobic victimization on the North Coast before and remained hopeful that it would not be the case. A court application challenging the Home Affairs decision, which will impact more than 170,000 permit holders, was brought before the Pretoria High Court on April 11 by the Helen Suzman Foundation and the Zimbabwe Immigration Federation. Home Affairs Minister Dr. Aaron Motsoaledi said so far few Zimbabwean nationals had applied for visas. The department urged all affected Zimbabwean nationals to make use of this opportunity to apply for visas and not wait until the last minute, as there will be no further permitting extensions. Based on the concerns raised, SAPS was asked if they were prepared to combat possible xenophobic attacks arising from the termination of the ZEP system. They had not responded at the time of going to print.